Hello everyone, my name is Talisha, also known as CreativiTeeByT, and today I am sharing part of my contribution for the Sew Maxi for Mother's Day challenge, and I am also sharing a special collaboration. So if this is something that you are interested in, please continue to watch. So today is a very special video because it is part of my contribution for the Sew Maxi for Mother's Day challenge. And not only is it part of my contribution for the challenge, but it's also a special mommy and me collaboration. I have collaborated with Heather from Textile Tailored Thoughts and Rochelle of Rochelle Handmade Designs, and we all made items for the challenge, but we incorporated the mommy and me edition on our own. So for my portion of the collaboration, my mother, who's right here, and I sewed Mother's Day outfits using the same fabric, but we were able to use whatever pattern that we wanted to use. So we just picked whatever we thought we wanted to wear. So to give you a little background about the fabric, about 2 summers ago, which is actually the last time we were able to sail, our family went on a cruise, and one of our port stops was in Cozumel, Mexico. And now y'all know we found a fabric store. So we had to go fabric shopping, and we've shopped so much that we had to purchase another luggage to get all the fabric back home. So that was actually my second time going to that fabric store, but it was my mother's first time, and she found some lovely fabrics that she purchased, and I did the same. And while making our purchases, she decided on this beautiful black and white polka dot cotton knit, and I picked up 3 meters myself. So since the purchase, neither one of us has had a chance to make something with it, so basically we just decided to use that fabric for this challenge so that we could have the same fabric. So I'll go ahead and tell you what I made. I'll show you the pattern that I made. My mother will show you the pattern that she made, and then we'll go into individual details about the patterns. So I made McCall 7755, and I'll also put the picture in the screen above, but this is McCall 7755. And what did you decide to make, Mom?
I decided on Simplicity 8910.
Okay, so for my mate, I have had this pattern in my stash since it came out, and it came out quite a while ago. And I remember picking this pattern because I love the look of view B, which is the view that I made. And then later on, I saw my sister-in-law in an outfit, and it was the same exact one, but it was a ready to wear. And I thought that it was adorable on her, so I wanted to make it for myself, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity. So again, the pattern number is McCall 7755. The pattern description is Mrs. Rumper jumpsuit and belt. It's loose fitting, and the jumpsuit has a neckline with encased drawstrings, front and back neck slits, pockets, and leg variations. So the pattern sizing is from extra small through extra large, and I cut a large, and I feel like it did look like the pattern envelope. You can be the judge of that. The instructions were very easy to follow for me because I'm not like a beginner, but if a beginner were to sew this, there were a few things in the pattern instructions that were confusing because they did not like indicate which pattern number, you know, just little small stuff that could confuse someone that's just not very savvy. So what I really liked about the pattern was the round oval type shape at the bottom of the legs. I like that it's sleeveless because I plan to wear this while I'm on vacation. I like the front and back center open slits, and I like the pockets. Who doesn't like pockets, right? So the things that I do not care for this pattern that I should have clearly known by now because of my experience with similar McCall patterns is, number one, the armholes are way too big. I don't even know why I didn't think to check that because this has happened to me before. This actually happened the last time I made something similar, and I tried to close it off and change the opening to a smaller opening, but after I did that, it changed the drape of the garment, and so I decided I was not going to go and change that this time. I'm just going to deal with the fact that it's big, and I'm again just going to leave it the way it is, and I can either wear a tube top underneath or my bra would just be visible. I don't really care because I'm wearing a black bra under here, and I don't think it looks terribly bad. The other thing that I don't care for with this pattern is the length of the slit in the front. So it comes all the way down here. I didn't measure it, that's my fault. I should have at least enclosed it by an additional 2 inches. And I had intentions to measure it to make sure it wasn't too long, but I forgot, and you know, because of that my boobs are kind of hanging out. But my husband likes it and I think it's cute, so I'm gonna leave it the way it is. The last thing that I didn't care for is the length of the jumper. For some reason I thought it went all the way to the floor, but it's cropped. It's not that I don't like it, but I just prefer it to hit kind of like my ankles. So I mean, like I said, it's okay, it doesn't look bad, but I would definitely take it to the floor the next time that I make it, and that is actually, like I said, my fault. So the fabric used is a cotton knit with images of black polka dots, as you can see, with the white background. We purchased the fabric from a fabric store in Cozumel, and I did not make any type of pattern alterations whatsoever, even though I should have with the armholes. And I would definitely sew this again as long as I made the adjustment with the armholes, and I would also lengthen the legs depending on the occasion though. I did not do anything special to this as far as like finishing it. I just made it the way the pattern suggested to make this. So I would definitely recommend this to others. In my opinion, this is a very fun, casual, and flirty type of outfit. You can dress it up with heels or you can dress it down with tennis shoes. It just depends on the fabric, and you can make it look fancy or super casual or very date nightish. So that is my overview on McCall 7755, and I will introduce you to my mom and she will talk about what she made. So this is my mom. Say happy Mother's Day to my mom. So Mom, tell us a little about yourself in regards to your sewing journey, and then we will talk about your make.
Well, I first want to thank Talisha, my daughter, for inviting me to do this collaboration with her. Thank you.
You're welcome.
A little bit about my sewing experience. I have been sewing for well over 50 years. So when Talisha asked me to do this, I was very happy to do it. About what I made is pattern number Simplicity 8910. The pattern description was a missus dress with length and sleeve variations. Pattern size went from 6 to 22. The size I cut was 20, but I could have cut an 18 because once I made the garment, it was a little bit too big.
So do you think it looked like the photo on the cover here?
Yeah. I do feel like that my dress turned out to look just like the photo on the pattern, which was the longer version here.
And how about the instructions?
The instructions, I did read them a little bit because I'm not a person that really follows instructions. I kind of sew by sight a lot, but I do feel like what I read, anybody could follow them if they had experience in sewing. I don't believe that it is for a beginner.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good to know.
Yeah.
So what did you like in particular? Was there anything that stood out to you that you liked about the pattern?
I like the fact that it had pockets. I like the fact that it had pleats in the front of it.
Okay. And what about, is there anything that you didn't like?
I didn't like the fact that with this pattern, well, it came with facing pieces, but I'm a person that I like to completely line the bodice of a dress. So I did not use any of the facing pieces for this dress. I felt like with the pattern you could give other options, such as it did not call for the piping trim, I added that. It did not call for piping on the sleeves. I added that, as well as the pockets. I added a bias tape as a trim on the pockets. So I did feel like they could give you a little bit more options to this pattern to, you know, kind of spruce it up a little bit more.
Okay. And as far as the fabric, I think I kind of gave it away. Yeah. The fabric is the same fabric that we purchased in Textile.
And I absolutely loved it.
Yeah, and she kind of, I think, didn't you spot it first?
Yes, I did.
Yep. So I was like, okay, you're going to get some, but so am I. But you went ahead and you told us about your alterations. What about this little thing here in front?
Oh, I decided to add a little flower in the front here. I just thought it'd just give it a little extra something.
All right. Now, is this a pattern that you can see yourself sewing again?
No.
Okay, I wasn't ready for that.
Not because I don't like the pattern, but because it is a dress, and most of the time I wear 2 pieces.
Okay.
But it is a nice pattern.
So would you recommend it to others?
Oh, sure. I would definitely recommend it to others. I would definitely recommend it. It's just a personal preference of mine. This will become a 2-piece.
But I like mine, you know, and I know
And
earlier.
You look beautiful in it.
Thank you. And yeah, I'm a fan. So hey, you know, I'm not doing anything different to mine once this challenge is over, because yeah, I need variation in my closet, you know, and this helps. This helps bring some variation. So I'll take that. So I will now go ahead and enter a clip and a few pictures so that you can see the makes in full effect. Well, that is it for our overviews on McCall's 7755 and Simplicity 8910. I hope that you found this information helpful or at least interesting. And if you did, please don't forget to click the like button. Thank you so much for watching. And if you have not done so already, I personally invite you to subscribe to my channel if you have not done so already. And if you have, I thank you for sticking with me and for continuing to come back. And I will see you in the next video. Bye. Say bye.
Bye.
Please make sure you head over to Heather's YouTube page at Textile Tailored Thoughts and Rochelle's YouTube page at rochelle.handmade.design so you can check out the awesome content that they put together for this wonderful collaboration. Thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video.